This morning I had an epiphany, and this is where I personally think AI is going. And I typically don't necessarily want to get on the internet and be like, yo, AI is so dangerous. You know, all these dark things are happening, all this different stuff is happening. But I realized how important human perception is. Perception is everything. Perception is your reality. And this dawned on me because there's this new AI, I think it's called Sona or Sora or something. There's a little watermark on this AI. And they're doing, one day I saw this thing where this little kid was feeding a bear out of the palm of his hand candy. And then his mom rushes to the front door and grabs him, right? And it's like, get in here, you can't feed that bear. I actually thought it was real. I was like, what? And I just started paying attention to it, and then I saw this little watermark. And then people started sending me funny AI clips of like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, like all this interesting stuff. And I put it together. I was like, oh, that was AI. But at first, in that one moment, I thought it was real. Now, when I thought it was real, something collectively came together in my brain. I had what I called the epiphany. The epiphany that I had was during 2020, the pandemic. There were interesting things happening. When there'd be a big protest, the mainstream media would put pictures of old protests or, less, protests with less of an audience, and there would be excuses for it. But one thing that really blew up heavily, and you guys can go re-look this up, Joe Rogan ended up getting the Rona. You guys know what the Rona is. And CNN covered it, but when they covered it, because he put out a video saying, hey, I got the Rona, this is what I did, etc., etc. CNN put out a video of it, and they put a tint on him to make him look sick, like make him look like greenish, or like, it was really strange. And this went viral because so many people realized what CNN did. Now, in that moment, people noticed what they did. But with the power of AI and social media and these things consistently coming at you, I just imagined what they could do. Do you remember at the beginning of the pandemic when you saw videos of people just dropping in the streets of China? And to this day, I wonder where those videos are, what those videos were, because in America, we never saw one person drop to the ground in the streets. Just, oh my God, And I couldn't imagine the power that could be created by manipulating or the misuse of perception with AI. Now, right now, they have a watermark, a stamp. But we all know that powerful people and governments get by these things, right? They don't get the watermark. The people have the watermark on their AI. Now, this is where it gets peculiar, because I make music, right? And I do reaction videos. And at one point, they're going to be able to make a version of me that you might not be able to tell the difference of, musically or human-wise. And that's what's kind of scary to me. Like, what are the protections of people who are on the internet communicating with other people? But where it gets really eerie is the copyright claim system. We're always battling copyright claim systems and the record labels. Why do they do these things? We're promoting their music. Well, it dawned on me, they don't want an organic music discovery program. They don't want people to discover music organically online. They want to push what they want to push, the record labels, the corporations, the companies, etc. Now, hear me out, because it's all going to tie back into AI and perceptions. These copyright claims and these record labels, it is about the bottom line and their greed and them getting money and get paid off of every second you play a moment of a song or a movie or whatever on YouTube and wherever else it's at, right? Yeah, they're greedy. We know that. But it's also because they do not want organic music discovery, right? With organic music discovery, independent artists become more powerful. There's more power in the organic community, real human, real people audience. And they want to be able to curate everything and push what they want to go to the top, to the top. Thinking about that, I also think about how AI music is the new thing. How perfect of a world would it be for record labels to create a hit single with an AI band that they don't have to pay, AI music start popping off, and now because of the constraints and the control of the copyright systems to stop reactors and reaction channels from reacting to what they like and what people want them to check out and spread dope content organically, only AI-driven stuff is pushed. And it starts furthermore manipulating the perception of the population. Some people are going to think this music's real. And we're going into the age where we're going to have a stamp just like at Whole Foods. Organic, non-GMO, right? I want to be healthier, so I'm going to eat organic, non-GMO. Well, oh, you can't afford that because it's always so much more expensive. You have to consume the all-natural food, which really isn't. That's much cheaper, which is going to be the AI. And that's what's scary. Like, is this really where we're moving, where AI is going to be funneled down the throats of people who have less thereof? Just like it's so hard to get access to organic foods for a certain part of the population because it is more expensive, because it costs more to produce. All these things are intersecting and starting to weave together now. And I'm starting to see it in plain day, and it just dawned on me today how powerful AI could be, even though I was like, it's this, it's that. But then just the last few weeks, that Sora or Sona or whatever that AI is where people can make funny clips, but they look real, all they got to do is smudge out that little watermark, and you're kind of like, oh, is this real? Like, it seems real, and I can't imagine the reality they could have created in 2020 with this type of power and what's coming down the pipelines. I'm not saying another 2020 is coming. I'm saying the war on your mind, soul, body has already begun, but now your perception, how you view things, the mind manipulation, it's upon us now. This reckoning that I've had that I'm talking about, perception, manipulation, human experience, the human condition. I did a full album reaction to Pink Floyd yesterday, to The Dark Side of the Moon. And I think it actually changed my life. I'm not even over exaggerating. It changed the way I view music. It changed a lot of things. And knowing that window of experience from real music, real musicians could ultimately change forever because of AI kind of scared me and shocked me. I don't know, I don't want to be over dramatic and be like, yo, dog, MK Ultra, bro, but something's on the rise, something's on the loom. I don't know what it is, but I'll tell you this. I had an experience listening to Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd for the first time. I've heard Money, I've heard Time, that was it. I did reactions to those separately way back in the day. I listened to that full album together with headphones on, really dived in, wrote down notes. My reaction video is like 2 hours long to a 45-minute album. It literally changed the way I felt and expressed myself in a certain aggregate. And here I am today just waking up inspired, but having these epiphanies, how the world is changing currently, right now, in front of our eyes, in front of our face. And it's weird because a lot of us are kind of in denial of that. A lot of us, even me, I'm like, dog, it can't be this. It can't be that. You know, they're like, oh, it's going to displace jobs. And sometimes you think, oh, it won't displace you. And the potential, it could even displace me. We're going down I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I bring the light. I bring this voice, this human voice to my human community so we can be aware of this and challenge the hurdles that will be coming next, right? This isn't a complaint. This isn't a rant. This isn't I'm scared. This is I've been inspired by music again, but by life, my family, my kids, music. And I don't want that to stop, right? I want to continue on being inspired, being human, the human condition, the human experience, learning, living, loving, laughing. So that's what this is about. Even though it might seem terrifying with some of the AI conversation, but I'm just keeping it a buck with you guys. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good, productive day. I recorded this on Sunday. It probably releases Monday, which Monday's a powerful day. It's the day you build all your momentum for the week. If you believe in weeks, me, I just have momentum every damn day. I try to get it popping every damn day. But if it is your Monday, you know, make it monumentous. Make some momentum and be motivated and do your damn thing. Anyways, I love you guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.